guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to customize a soccer bag. Here's a little look at my cleat bag right now, and after this video I'm going to have lettering across the back. This project is fairly simple to do, and you probably have most of the materials already laying around. So let's get right into it. Hope you guys enjoy. It's time to make a stencil using our design. The stencil is what allows us to transfer our design onto our bag. To make the stencil, you're going to want to lay down a strip of tape on top of your cutting board. Then you're going to want to grab your design and lay it on top of the piece of tape. Secure your design down with more pieces of tape around the edges. Using a sharp X-Acto knife, carefully cut around the edge of your design. I just cut around the black lettering and it turned out fantastic. If you have any reverse stencils, in my circumstance the R, you really need to make sure that you save the tiny piece that sits inside of it. Now that you've finished your stencil, carefully remove it from the cutting board, making sure not to tear the edges. Take your time on this step because you really don't want to mess up. Once you've carefully removed your stencil from the cutting board, it's time to lay it down on top of your bag. You have one shot at doing this, so once again, be careful and take your time. Now that the stencil is laid down, I'm going to add tape around the edges to prevent overspray from the spray paint. To speed up this process, I went ahead and got some paper instead of having to lay down individual strips of tape every time. You can go ahead and just lay down tape, it doesn't really matter, I just used it to speed up the process. Make sure no parts of the bag are exposed because we don't want overspray getting on the bag. It's time to paint. Make sure to test your spray paint can before spraying on top of your bag. Use nice thin coats and come back after it's dried and apply a second coat. You want to make sure that you do this in a well-ventilated area. I'm outside by a door and I have a fan pushing all of the fumes outside. After the white coat finished drying, I wanted to spice things up a bit, so I grabbed some blue spray paint I had laying around and I splattered it over top of the white. I went ahead and did the same thing with silver spray paint, and this added a cool, flaky effect to the overall design. The options are endless, so be creative. I also got a heat gun and held it over the drying paint, which made it bubble up, giving it some added texture. Now it's time to see your creation. Once the paint is about 75% dry, remove the stencils. Be sure not to let the paint scrape or rub on any other parts of the bag. When removing your stencil, you are going to have some paint that leaked through. In my case, I just used a black Sharpie and touched up those areas. Once you're done touching up the areas, it's time to prep your bag for the last step. You're almost done. All you have to do is apply your clear finisher. Box off your design using the painter's tape and grab your clear spray paint. Apply 1 or 2 thin coats, trying to get it as close as possible within the square that you just boxed off. Let the paint and the coat dry for 24 hours and you're done. Okay guys, I waited overnight and I peeled off the tape, just the tape that was bordering it. Here's how my bag came out. I'm really happy with it. We have a nice white with some blue speckles and silver, so it looks really good. I'll give you guys some up close views in a second. But if you guys enjoyed this video and thought that was helpful, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Click right here, click on the circle, and make sure to subscribe. Also check out some of my other videos if you're interested in painting. I have done 2 other videos, how to custom paint your cleats and how to customize your cleats. So one is adding lettering and the other is doing a full painting tutorial. So make sure to check those out too. Those will be right here, links to those in the upper corner. So go check those out and subscribe. Thanks for watching.